Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Ask North Arrow. Today's question is a little personal because I recently suffered a calf injury while playing basketball, which I had no business doing. So my question was immediately when I had this injury, my thought was I'm not going to be able to run, I'm not going to be able to bike, I'm not a swimmer, so where's my cardio going to come from? I was just really worried about keeping my cardio the same as I usually do, burning those calories that I normally do, just maintenance basically. And so my question was, what kind of cardio am I going to be able to do now to keep all that where I want to, keep that consistency? So I asked Casey, and his initial thought was weight training.
My initial thought was weight training.
Right.
So, if you're not going to be able to bear any weight on your leg, there's all sorts of upper body work that you could do where your lower half is not moving around, is not going to,
Right.
affect that calf. So, even still getting in like your big compound lift, like a bench press that works a ton of muscles,
Yeah.
tons of core work you can do, planks maybe still.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you got to test the waters, but planks or sit-ups or you got any sort of shoulder presses, bench presses, bicep curls, tricep pull downs, flies.
Right.
There's all sorts of work that you could do. Depending on the gym that you have, there's the little arm erg machine. Probably looks a little
Which
silly.
went through my mind. I thought, I'm going to be on that erg machine for the rest of my, for 3 months or whatever. Well, this week.
Yeah, it seems a little silly, but it will, it'll get the heart pumping.
Right.
Something. Now you were lucky in that you got on the bike,
Yeah.
And because it was your calf, there's not a lot of calf motion in riding a stationary bike.
Yeah. So initially, I was. I don't know why, but I just happened to. I had the trainer set up in the living room, so I just sat on it after about 2 days of resting, and I had little to no discomfort at all because you're using, your quads and your hamstrings to push and pull, and so I lucked out that way, and I'm able to still do my cardio as I'm still recovering. So
So the big thing I would want to at least touch base on. So if you have an injury pop up. See a medical professional if you think it's serious enough. Don't just say, "Oh, it'll be okay," and keep powering through it. Marathoners love to do that. Those runners, no, I'll be okay. I'll just keep running on it. If you feel something not normal, so I always ask my athletes when they tell me something's going on, is it sore or does it hurt? So those are two different things.
Yeah.
So if you wake up the day after your long run and you just ran 18 miles, you're probably going to be sore. You're going to feel a little creaky when you get up and just kind of like, I got to stretch.
Yeah.
And that's very different than something hurting. Like you'll know when you hurt. Like you go to walk up a step or you knew right away, like you kind of felt that moment where something happened. That is when you need to probably get checked out potentially.
Yeah.
My advice to Levi right away was don't do a bunch of stretching. If you've got a muscle that's irritated, stretching is really good. But if you just did something where you feel like you irritated the muscle, don't stretch a bunch. Just maybe some light movement.
Because there's potential for more.
There's a potential to irritate it more, right?
Right.
And so sometimes when you have a little this or that or a twinge or a niggle or something like that, like don't go crazy stretching it and doing a ton of stuff. Maybe just let it rest.
Yeah.
Again, maybe some ice, some extra hydration is always going to help. Some ibuprofen, an anti-inflammatory, something like that, and then give it 24 hours and see how it feels.
Yeah.
See your doctor if you need to, and then just adapt. So if it's, if you are a runner, and you hurt your shoulder or something like that, you can get on a bike.
Right.
If you're, a cyclist or a runner, you hurt your leg, try going to the pool.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things where you are not doing a bunch of kicking.
Right.
And just moving. You don't have to be like a great efficient swimmer. You can go there and keep your body moving and get your heart rate up. And a lot of ways to adapt. There's always strength training where, if you have one appendage that's injured, you can just focus on using other parts of your body.
Yep.
But just be mindful. Don't power through. Would be my big takeaway. Don't just go, it'll get better on its own.
Right.
Because that's a way to injure yourself in a much more permanent way.
Right.
So yeah.
All right. Well, there's our episode. Thanks for watching. Submit your questions to asknortharrow@gmail.com, and we'll see you next time.